Hi, folks. Today, as a part of getting to know our neighbors and our members of White Lake Presbyterian Church, we're going to have a conversation with none other than Joe Spencer. So, Joe, how are you today?
I'm great, Debbie.
That's
Thanks for asking.
wonderful. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been a member of this church for about 25, 26 years. Um, I grew up in Detroit, went to a Catholic school for 12 years. I moved out to the city of Farmington Hills, where I worked for the city of Farmington Hills for about 22 years. Got married during that time period and moved out here to White Lake Township. And shortly after we were out here married, we decided to look around for a church, and we found this one.
That's awesome. That's wonderful. It's been nice having you guys here. I know that your late husband was very involved in a number of things. Tell me just a little bit about Merle, will you?
I will. Merle was the deputy chief of police for the city of Farmington Hills. He was the only deputy chief of police they've ever had. After his retirement, he decided that he wanted to do something different. So prior to his retirement, which was in '96, he became the supervisor of White Lake Township. He ran for the office, and he was in office. Unfortunately, he died in office in 1999. We were married for a wonderful 18 years. It was 18 years to the day, in fact. But those things happen. We had a great marriage. He was a wonderful, wonderful person. Had a heart of gold. Would do anything for anyone at any time.
That's wonderful. I seem to remember that you sort of became the recipient of his job when he passed.
I did. The township clerk became the township supervisor by appointment of the town board, and the town board then appointed me to be the clerk. My background in the city of Farmington Hills started in the clerk's office, and then I worked my way through, so I was very knowledgeable of what a clerk had to do and
Right.
the details involved. And I was very happy for many months, about 18 months. I had something to occupy my time while I was going through the grieving process.
That's great. That really ended up being good for you.
Yes.
That's wonderful. So back to White Lake a little bit, White Lake Presbyterian. I'm going to ask you something a little different than I would ask anybody else. What don't you do around here? And that would be Deacon, who decided to visit me. That squeak is his ball. So hang in there. What don't you do around here, Joe? Because it seems like you do an awful lot.
Well, there are two things that I definitely do not do and would not want to do. Number one, I do not preach. I am not the minister. I am not looking for that position. I am not looking to volunteer for that position, nor do I play the piano and the organ, even though I can. I leave those to the professionals as well.
Well, that's wonderful. You do pretty much everything else. So what committees are you a part of around here?
I'm part of the mission team. I'm part of the evangelism team. I'm part of the fellowship team. Right now, we are active with our mission team, not so much with evangelism and fellowship. We will start that back up. We have some awesome ideas for some activities, but once we're able to come back into the church in a normal way, right now, unfortunately, with the pandemic, we are open for church services, but it's very restrictive, so we're just not doing our fellowship hours and
Right.
and our socializing.
But as a side note, this is very much what we're doing right now, very much a part of evangelism. Our evangelism elder, Mark Maupin, has been spearheading this whole getting us out there, and he's doing a fantastic job. So that's why we're doing a little bit of these videos for
Right.
people.
Right.
So that's really great. Well, personally speaking, I don't know what I'd do without Jo, because she really is helpful in most aspects. So there you are. Today, we got to meet Joe Spencer, a member and a very big part of White Lake Presbyterian Church.
And please come visit us at any time.
That's wonderful. And Deacon says goodbye too.
Deacon's asleep.